What's going on, y'all? This your boy Caseyville, King Self for Life Wrestling Takes, here to give you my honest take about Friday night's AEW Rampage Beach Break Part 2. It was Championship Edition because just about half the titles was on the line. How did I feel about this episode? One, I gotta say, this was the blackest AEW's ever been. Dang there, we was in all the matches, everyone. And I knew the majority of the matches we was taking the L, like you already knew that, but still the fact that we was on the show. But you might as well, at this point, you might as well call Rampage the Black Show. Yeah, that's AEW's Black Show. Yeah, you might as well just pencil that in. And I had a feeling that once word got out that they was booking the second show, I said, guarantee you're going to see more of us on that show. I already knew that was coming. But overall, how did I feel about this episode? This was a very good episode of Rampage, even though I told you I prefer live. Live Rampages is always best. And I feel that this should have been a live Rampage. It should have, but let's go ahead and break down. So this is the marquee match. So let's go ahead and break down everything. So Excalibur, Absolute, Ricky Starks, Taz, and Chris Jericho welcoming us to the show. We open up the show. Moxley versus the Acclaims, Anthony and Bowens with Max Castle. They came out. They started talking bull jive. Said what the man said. Talking all this stuff. Going off on the mic. Talking all this foolishness. Talking all that. The match was solid. Remember, Moxley is getting his feet wet. He's trying to get the ring rust back off. He's trying to get back into wrestling shape. He's been gone for a good minute. I mean, he's in excellent shape. He looks so much younger that he took a break because he needed it while he was in rehab. He looks so much younger. Anthony Bowens, I've been trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all don't understand how much I want the Acclaim to win the AEW Tag Team Championships. I want that. These cats are over like a mug, but I'm tired of seeing my boys lose all the time. I'm tired of it. But these cats are over. Anthony Bowens and Moxley had a solid match. Anthony, Max Castle and Anthony was doing all type of shenanigans. They was doing every type of shenanigan they could possibly do to win this match. But you already knew. Moxley was winning this match hands down. Like I said, the man's getting his feet wet. So Moxley ends up getting a victory over Anthony Bowens. After the match, you see Bryan Danielson in the back. He was watching and he was laughing. And as he was laughing, they went out and Moxley looked directly into the camera as if he knew the man was watching. So obviously this is the matchup we getting at Revolution. Because they planting seeds to let you know what's taking place. We're going to get Moxley versus Bryan Danielson. So I'm expecting this to be a banger. So that's that. So we move on from there. Backstage segment. We got Andrade Idolo knocking, and Jose, his assistant, knocking on Sting's door. They bust the door down, and who's sitting in there chilling? Darby Allin. He said, "It's the little kid. I'm not here for you. I'm here for your boss." And Darby Allin said, "You think Sting work for me? You think I work for Sting? You crazy as heck." That man started. He said, "Look, I'm not here to play games. Where is your boss?" Just listen. I don't know where they're going with this, but for me, this segment was funny. He said, Andrade, he coming along in this role. Now, I'm not sure what they doing with him teaming up with Matt Hardy or nothing, but him trying to get his hands on Sting or trying to make some type of partnership with Sting is brilliant. I'm liking everything they do. This is a great backstage segment, but obviously this is leading to a matchup with Andrade versus Darby Allin at Revolution. So that's what that is. So good segment, very good segment. Now we got FTR with Tully Blanchard, so that's Cash Wheeler and Dax Hardwood taking on Lee Johnson and Brock Anderson. This match was supposed to take place 2 weeks ago on Dynamite, but Arn got COVID, so they had to postpone it. Well, the matchup takes place, and all this matchup was about Lee Johnson and Brock Anderson. Lee Johnson, what else is to say about the young man? Like, what is there to say? Dude be showcasing why he great, but you already know he ain't doing nothing. Brock Anderson is coming along. I see what they trying to do. Obviously, they trying to make these two a legit tag team. And anybody that gets in the ring with Cash Wheeler and Dax Hardwood, The name of the game is to make those cats look great. That's what Dax and Cash are there for. And they did everything they could to make those two look great. Meanwhile, the foolishness that was taking place outside the ring, Tully Blanchard was doing everything in his power to cause shenanigans. Meanwhile, he ended up not paying no attention. He ended up backing right up into the enforcer, R. Anderson. R. Anderson just laid the man out. So obviously, there's going to be some type of confrontation that's going to cause these two to end the wrestling. I don't know if it's going to be a singles match or it's going to be a tag team. So, but you already know who's going to win this match. Cash Wildler and Dax end up getting the victory. So that's that. So we move on from there. Now we got a backstage segment with Julia Hart and Griff Garrison. And next thing you know, Jade Cargill's assistant, Smart Mark Sterling, comes out the woodwork and says that, actually, I'm tripping. That was on Dynamite. Look, y'all forgive me. I'm tripping. This was the match. I'm tripping. Y'all forgive me. I'm getting things mixed up. I'm thinking about Dynamite. This was the actual matchup. I told you what the matchup was going to be. But let me tell y'all something. Have y'all noticed something about Jade Cargill? The girl is getting the timing down better. She getting the timing down. Shout out to the brothers over at Grapsity. That's Will Washington, Phil, and Righteous Reg. They had the opportunity of interviewing Miss Jade Cargill on their show. And Jade Cargill has been taking the criticism very perfectly. She has been trying her best to add to her arsenal and get her wrestling game up. She understands. She said, I'm a rookie. And I hear people talking about it. And one thing she said, if y'all notice, I've been getting the timing right. But she mentioned 3 cats who was training her. And the last cat that I'm about to mention, I just said, okay, get the heck out the way when she get the stuff down pat. She said that QT has been helping her out. She said that Dustin Rhodes has been helping her out. But this next name that she said is really training her right now. I said, yo, the man is training her. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Bryan Danielson, is training Jade Cargill. I said, yes. I said, this is what I've been wanting. I want my girl to be one of the best in the game. Jade Cargill all day. She working with one of the best wrestlers of the planet. I'm telling you right now. Jade get this wrestling stuff down. It's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. And she's coming along. The matchup that we got, which was about 7 to 8 minutes, it was real fast. You knew what they had to do. Jade was playing with her food. She was playing with Julia Hart, a.k.a. the cheerleader pirate with that eye patch on. Now, remember, there's still no Brian Pillman Jr. He's still chilling and whatever he's chilling with. Griff Garrison was out there trying his best to make it seem like that Julia was going to pull the upset. Jade was out here playing around, and she almost got her. But then Jade said, let me stop playing. She did a moveset on the match over 1, 2, 3. I said what the match was supposed to be, and that's what you expect. For the time being, until Jade gets this wrestling stuff down pat, expect her matches to be just like this. What I am enjoying about it is the fact that she's improving along the way. That's what I like about it. Like I said, I wasn't sure how I was going to like them giving her the title because 1, yes, it's a mid-card championship. 2, we already know the whole situation that happened with Big Swole. It just felt like pandering. It's like, oh, let's slap the title on her because she's a black woman. And what I said about Big Swole, it makes me feel like, it makes it seem that I'm a racist, but I'm not. But what the heck they are doing is they are protecting her. 26-0. They're putting the marquee up there. They're letting you know we taking this serious. We are taking this serious as heck because for whoever takes that title off of Jay, it's going to be that much important to whoever that is. It's going to make them a superstar. You know what I'm saying? But matchup was great for what it was. You know, like I said, it ain't the best match, but this is what to expect from Jade moving forward. She's only going to get better. The fact that she got Bryan Danielson, the Bryan Danielson, coaching her along the way. Yo, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I'm telling y'all, man. Get the heck out the way when this woman get this stuff down pat. Get out the way. Get out the way, man. So, we get to the main event. AEW World Tag Team Championships champions Jurassic Express, Luchasaurus, and Jungle Boy with Christian Cage versus Private Party, Mark Quan, Isaiah Cassidy with Big Money Matt. They did the little promo thing with Mark Henry side by side, decent. Talk about what they gonna do. Matt Hardy and Christian talk about how much they don't like each other and they feud gonna last forever. And my boys are gonna take those titles off your boys and all this. And he said, "Man, you're wishing." He said, "This mediocre tag team you got can't stand a chance against my boys right here." And then Mark Henry said, "Enough talk. It's time for the main event." Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to say this was Private Party and Jurassic Express best match together. I've seen them wrestle several times, and this was definitely their better match. Private Party looked like they got a lot better, even though they had to take the L, which I didn't like. I knew they weren't winning, but the fact that they improved a little bit better, which showcases that when the time comes, because we already know Jeff Hardy coming. Once Jeff Hardy gets there, then this is going to be the time for Jeff Hardy and Matt to go on one more final tag team run with the AEW Tag Team Champions. And there is only one tag team that should be destined to dethrone them. That's Mark Juan and Isaiah Cassidy. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. When that time comes, I will be here for it. Now, ringside was these circus clowns sitting there. The Gun Club, Austin and Colton, as of right now, are the second-ranked tag team. So, in other words, whoever won this match gets to face them for the AEW Tag Team Championship. So these circus clowns are sitting ringside or whatever. I'll say, man, here these clowns go. So obviously they was trying to cause shenanigans and cause distractions and have Jungle Boy and Lucha lose, but it wasn't enough. Private Party ended up taking the L as always, as I knew they would. But like I said, they look like they gotten a lot better. Now, like I said, for me, Private Party was over with me on that first episode when they pulled the upset against the Young Bucks. But ever since then, they kind of pulled back on them. This episode showcased that they are getting better. And I need to start seeing them getting meaningful wins. Not on no dark, not on no elevation. I need them to start getting wins. For them to start creeping back up there. You know what I'm saying? But this was a good tag team match. Now, right after the match, so yeah, Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy end up winning. Right after they finished the match, right after they won, the Gun Boys hopped up in the ring and started beating the bricks off them. And then that's when Billy Gunn came out there and clotheslined Matt. And they tore them up. They beat the brakes off of them and left them there and was holding the titles up and said, "We're going to take the titles." I said, well, these circus clowns know dang well they not beating Luchasaurus or Jungle Boy when the time comes. I'm just telling you right now. But that was it. That was a very solid episode. Oh, and Andrade was sitting in the skybox watching because obviously he has partnered with Matt Hardy too. So, but very good match. Very good match. And also, too, we got a promo of the matches that's going to take place on Dynamite. So everything, and also too, we also got another promo with Thunder Rosa and Martinez. They will be facing each other. Is it the Rampage or Dynamite? But they got, so that was a little promo. I forgot about that too. But yeah, Rampage was solid. Rampage was very good. I'm trying to think. Like I said, the only issues I had was us taking L's. That's all I had. That's the only issue I had. You know what I'm saying? But that's that. So now let me go ahead and let me put my 2 cents on WWE land. Now, no, I did not watch the Royal Rumble. I did not. But like I said, Twitter always lets me know everything, and I knew it. I knew Brock Lesnar was winning the Royal Rumble. I told y'all, Vince McMahon don't know how to create new stars. He just can't. He cannot create new stars. He cannot. So right here, this automatically tells me that Brock Lesnar was winning at WrestleMania, especially when Roman screwing that man over. And yes, Bobby Lashley is the next he is the new WWE champion. Now let me tell you something. 2-time WWE champion. Let me go ahead and say it because ain't nobody else saying it. The only reason Bobby Lashley won because Vince McMahon got to get his Black History Month status quo out. Oh, yes, I went there. The only reason Bobby Lashley won is because Vince McMahon can say, see, 2-time WWE champion, and he did beat Brock. Black History Month coming up. Let me do my status quo. You already know Bobby Lashley ain't making it through WrestleMania. So just, if you are still watching this program, Enjoy what you can of Bobby Lashley's second WWE Championship reign, which ain't going nowhere. Because at WrestleMania, he's losing. Now, as the question of who he's losing to, he's either losing to Kevin Owens, Edge, Goldberg. That's it. Now, I laugh if somehow, some way, they find a way to throw Omos in there. But I'm telling you right now, Bobby Lashley is not walking out of WrestleMania. I'm just telling you right now, he's not. He's losing that championship. So this is only for Black History Month. This is another status quo that Vince McMahon constantly fools black wrestling Twitter on a regular basis. He's fooling them again, thinking that they give a crap. But then when you're seeing all the buffoonish bullshit that happened in both the men's and women's Royal Rumble, that's all you need to know. Sasha Banks eliminated. Naomi eliminated. Bianca eliminated. And then Kofi and Big E did absolutely nothing. I see people on Twitter talk about Big E deserves better. Y'all already know. Vince don't care. You can buck dance and shuck and jive all you want, but the buck dancing and shucking and jiving ain't enough. It's not. And that's that. That's that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just telling you the bold-faced truth. So people could be like, oh man, this is great. Vince does give a care about us. No, he don't. This is just mere bag of shells. That's all it is. It's just a mere bag of shells. Vince don't give a dang. He don't give a crap. But he knows how to pander. He's pandering again. That's all this is. It's just for Black History Month. Hey, look. Hey, watch. I'm telling you. You going to watch Monday Night Raw next week? As soon as February come through, watch. They're going to put it up there. They're going to put the marquee up there. WWE celebrates their black wrestlers. They celebrate Black History Month. And look, we got the two-time WWE champion, Bobby Lashley. Do y'all understand that the WWE Championship is a mid-card championship, right? Y'all understand that the WWE Championship is not on the same tier as it used to be. Just because it has the company's name does not mean they give a credit about it like how they used to back in the day when it meant something. When you won that when it was the WWF Championship, when they turned it to the WWE Championship, it meant something. Now this championship is a joke. This is why we are allowed to win it now. I guarantee you we're not winning no Universal Championship. That's out the picture. That's the main title, ladies and gentlemen. Whether y'all know that or not, the Universal title is the main title. The WWE Championship is just another mid-card title that Vince McMahon could care less about. And so he don't care about it. This is why we're allowed to win it. Nobody wants to speak on that. I'm the only one that talks about this in the IWC. Nobody. I listen to everybody, and I'm the only one that speaks facts concerning Vince McMahon and the WWE. You're not going to hear this on nobody else's podcast. I'm just telling you the bold-faced truth. The WWE Championship is a mid-card joke title. This is why we are allowed to win it. It means nothing. It's a joke. Doesn't mean it doesn't have the same prestige as it used to. Doesn't. But that's it. That's all I wanted to say about this situation. I knew Ronda was winning the moment they said that she got called up. Vince called and said, we need you to show up. I said, there you have it. There's your main event for night one, Ronda versus Becky. And then we know what the main event for night two, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Possibility throwing Seth in there to make it a triple threat. That's what everybody's saying. It is what it is, man. But that's all I needed to say. I know because a lot of y'all wanted me to talk on it. So yeah, I was going to talk on it. Oh, and the internet, the IWC was in shambles again. Because this cat named Wrestling Wizard or something like that. Wrestling Wizard. He had quote unquote called himself saying the joke about Big Swole, and you already know. Listen, let me tell you something. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, just don't say it. You don't. Listen, man. No, especially when you start bringing people's kids into it. Just keep that to yourself. Just keep that to yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Send my condolences to Vince McMahon. His mama passed away. She lived a long life, 101 years old. That's a long life, ladies and gentlemen. That's a long life. I know I just got through from dogging the man, but listen, I got a heart. Like I said, mama passed away, so just send your prayers up for the family and everything during this time of bereavement. I can say, yeah, I got a heart, even though I can't stand Vince McMahon's guts, but I got a heart. Anyway, this your boy KCFL King Self for Life. Y'all know what to do. Hit the channel up. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Hit that like button. Make sure y'all get in the comment section. Y'all tell me what y'all felt about everything I discussed. If y'all felt that this episode of Rampage was solid, if you thought it was trash, tell me. Tell me how you feel about the Royal Rumble and all that stuff, because it looked like everybody was ticked off about the Royal Rumble from my timeline, from what I seen online. But that's that, man. This your boy King Seville, King Self for Life Wrestling the Takes. I'm gone.